The history of cows, cattle, origins, and domestication. Wild ancestor. The domestic cow, Bos taurus and Bos indicus, is descended from the now extinct aurochs, Bos primigenius, a massive wild bovine that once roamed Europe, Asia, and North Africa. Domestication. Cattle were domesticated independently in two places. Bos taurus, taurine cattle, around 10,000 years ago in the Fertile Crescent, modern-day Turkey, Syria, Iraq. Bos indicus, zebu or humped cattle, around the same time in South Asia, especially the Indus Valley, modern Pakistan and India. These two types eventually spread and intermixed globally. The cows in ancient civilizations, Mesopotamia and Egypt, used cattle for plowing, transport, milk, meat, and hides. Sacred bulls were worshipped in temples. India. Cattle held in high religious esteem, particularly in Hinduism, where cows are seen as sacred and symbols of life and sustenance. The zebu cattle originated here, adapted to tropical climates. China. Used cattle in agriculture and ceremonial contexts. Europe. Cattle were key to Neolithic agriculture, and their domestication helped shift humans from hunting to farming societies. Global spread. Cattle spread with migration, trade, and colonization. Africa. Indigenous breeds adapted to drought and disease. Europe. Medieval feudal systems depended on cattle for dairy, meat, and labor. The Americas. Cows were introduced by Spanish explorers in the late 15th and early 16th centuries, e.g. Columbus's second voyage. Australia and New Zealand. Introduced by European settlers in the 18th and 19th centuries. Economic and cultural importance. Cattle revolutionized agriculture by providing draft power, plowing, transportation, milk, used for butter, cheese, yogurt, meat, beef and veal, leather and manure, used as fuel and fertilizer. The cow became a symbol of wealth, particularly in pastoral societies, e.g., the Maasai of East Africa. Cattle ranching shaped economies in the US, Brazil, Argentina, and Australia, in religious and symbolic roles. India. Cows are revered in Hinduism. Killing or harming cows is taboo in many parts of India. Ancient Egypt worshipped the cow goddess Hathor. Greek and Roman mythology. Cows were often sacrificed to gods, particularly to Hera, Juno. Zodiac and symbolism. The cow or bull appears in astrology, Taurus, and zodiac systems like the Chinese lunar calendar. Modern science and milestones. Selective breeding has produced hundreds of breeds for specific purposes, e.g., Holstein for milk, Angus for meat. Dairy revolution. Industrialization of dairy farming changed global diets, especially in the 19th, 20th centuries. Cloning. In 1998, Jean the cow became one of the first cloned cattle. Carbon impact. Cattle farming today is linked to environmental issues like methane emissions and deforestation. Fun facts. Cows have almost 300-degree panoramic vision. They have complex social lives and can form strong bonds. A cow's four-chambered stomach allows it to digest tough plant material like grass through rumination, chewing cud. Today's role. Over 1.5 billion cattle exist globally. They're essential for dairy products, beef and veal, byproducts like gelatin, insulin, and leather. In some cultures, cows remain symbols of life, wealth, and spirituality.